And in fact, when I looked back at my coaching history over the past few years here, on my team, we have a number of financial coaches, so we had over 1,000 coaching sessions done. But in my case, I had, of the 388 coaching sessions that I had, I looked up that number because I needed to tell you the reality of it. I only had one session, and I know that because I remember it. And the question wasn't about certifications, it was, why should I listen to you, right? So in this case, it wasn't a required session, but someone else, I can't remember if it was a company or a charity or a foundation, was paying for the session, and so this person wasn't necessarily going out and finding someone themselves. We were kind of provided, and so I was provided to them. And their question was, when we got on the phone, is, what's your background, and what qualifies you to be a financial coach? And so I went into it, right? And one of the things that I recall not doing is telling them about my certifications, which I have the Certified Personal Financial Counselor certification, the Accredited Financial Counselor certification, Certified Fund Specialist. So I have a number of those, but I think that alphabet soup is kind of irrelevant. And I came from the world of personal finance in financial planning, and a lot of people have FIC or Chartered Financial Consultant or CFP or CFA or whatever it is. And a lot of people really don't care about that. They really care more about, how am I going to interact with you? I want to make sure that you're competent in the things that I need. And so it's more about giving them a level of comfort that they will want to work with you, not so much reading off your alphabet soup. But a lot of people put those things on their business card or on their marketing materials. And so that does maybe generate some comfort, but it's not a big comfort, let me say. The reason I bring that up is because once I started getting into it, it was very quick that I was qualified to talk about it, and and I don't know that I would have had to get to the certifications, but we didn't even get that far. I kind of spoke about my degree in economics and how I went into banking and personal finance and did investment management, and that was fine. That was great. Here's my question. That's literally how it was. It was probably a 10-second back and forth about that. Really more about establishing credibility, not certifications. And that's really the key here, is that people, if they're going to work with you, want to feel confident in your abilities to coach them through what they have, what they need, or what they have going on. So in many cases, and we'll talk about this in another video, but you don't need to be an expert in everything. You don't need to be a generalist on a lot of things.